As a child, I hated reading. In fact, I went out of my way to avoid reading anything. At the time, I had not been diagnosed with Asperger's, so I had nothing to help me fight this problem. When assigned a book report, I would find the smallest book allowed by the teacher and not fully read it. I would only skim through the pages and get as little as possible from the book. Then when I turned in the paper, it would be very short and only a page long. In third grade, that all changed. My teacher assigned us to create our own book and do illustrations. The film Batman was just released, and it prompted me to write a comic book instead of a book. The illustrations were crude, and of course the writing was simple, but this started a chain reaction that affected my whole life. All the influences came from Batman and many other superhero films. The only difference between Batman and my character was Batman had ears on his mask, while mine had no ears. Throughout grade school, I wrote off and on. I still didn't read a whole lot, but I started watching adventure movies and a few superhero movies like Superman and the rest of the Batman series. In 1993, that all changed when the film Jurassic Park came out. The film impressed me so much, I started reading the book. This had been the largest book I have ever read, but when I started it, I could not put it down and finished it within 3 days. Jurassic Park prompted me to write more of my superhero. At that time, many other films brought my imagination to fruition. As films started to use more special effects and even using plots from books like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, I decided to broaden my horizons and turn Black Viper into a real book. Finally, a few years ago, I hired an artist to draw out my characters and many of the locations and vehicles. I am glad for films and books because they have pushed me to create this character from my dreams and turn it into an adventure.